You know, it's kind of funny. Before I even knew that this fight was going to be a thing, I bought this guy, this guy, and this guy. I never did get a Gogeta though. Crap. Hey everyone, Brobuscus here, and welcome back to another Let's Watch of Death Battle. Today's episode, we got the Season 9 finale. It's Gogeta from Dragon Ball versus Vegito, also from Dragon Ball. Now, before we get started, of course, there should be a link in the description below. You can go watch the actual episode yourself. Go support the official release before watching some random guy on YouTube react to it. Alright, got it? Cool. So quick thing before we get started is I have a new mic placement. I'm trying out new setups for my microphone. You can actually, I think that's actually it right there. Yeah, we're trying to get it like so it's right out of frame. Yeah, okay. So if the audio does sound a little weird, that's why. I'm gonna try to do something about it. But anyways, enough of that. Gogeta versus Vegito. Battle of the Fusions. It's Goku versus Goku. Vegeta versus Vegeta. So this is an interesting one. I don't think anybody expected this to be the season finale of any season, but here we are. But I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited for this one. I like both of them relatively well. I've fallen out of Dragon Ball mostly, but I still like the concept of a lot of these characters. I still did watch Dragon Ball Super Broly. Gogeta was in that. That was his first canon appearance. So that's something. And I did watch both Vegito versus Buu and Vegito versus Zamasu. I didn't watch Dragon Ball Super, but I did watch that fight specifically. That was pretty cool. I also did just recently, like literally just last night, I didn't watch the full movie, but I watched Gogeta versus Janemba. And I was just sitting here thinking it was a YouTube video, so I was thinking either that is spliced together or the movie is that hastily made or hastily like put together, because it just kind of cut to Gogeta. Like there was no big build up to it, like there was in Super Broly or even for Vegito. But then I watched another video that was basically the same thing, and yeah, okay. Maybe I should just give the full movie a watch. I don't know about that. So, I like to think that I know most of what there is to say about these characters. And then I learned that they're going full-on composite with this, including stuff like Xenoverse and Dragon Ball Heroes. On top of Z, GT, and Super, and now I'm just like, so yeah, I like to think I'm pretty knowledgeable about them though. You know, it's the Battle of the Fusion Dance and the Potara earrings. Okay. Who do I want to win? Who do I think is going to win? Blah, 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 blah. So who I want to win was kind of an interesting thing to think about, because by all accounts, I experienced Vegito first. I knew of Gogeta, but I think I watched Vegito in action first. I don't think I've seen much about Gogeta until like I truly sat down and watched Super Broly. I'd seen some stuff here and there, but like full-on experience I had more with Vegito. But at the same time, I went back to some of those big fights for both of them. For Vegito, it was against Buu. For Gogeta, it was against Broly. And I just wound up liking Gogeta versus Broly more. And just in general, I think I just like the idea of Gogeta more. I think Vegito looks cooler. I was never really like, I don't dislike Gogeta's design, but I always thought Vegito looked cooler. So, I think in the end, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm rooting for Gogeta. But then begs the question of who I think is going to win. And that is another story entirely. So let me just say this right now. If this was their regular counterparts, like if this was like Super Vegito and Super Gogeta, you know, the where they are now in their canon, Gogeta would win, I feel like, because Gogeta showed up later in canon. Like Vegito's last appearance in canon, as far as I can tell, was against Zamasu. And while he was doing really good, he still defused before he could finish the fight. Meanwhile, Gogeta, he fought Broly, and once Gogeta went blue, Broly never landed a hit on him. So there's that. So if this was Super Gogeta and Super Vegito, then I would say Gogeta would win. But since this is composite, that's where things start to be like back and forth. I don't know what I was doing with my hands there. I meant to do like a back and forth, but my hands went, no. I think with the fact that it's full-on composite, the fact that these two have basically fought each other at one point, and they basically scale to the same things anyway. Like, Heroes basically made both of them pretty much equal. The thing that's really standing out is their time limits. Those are like the only things that are not pretty much the same between them. For Gogeta lasts a half hour, pretty straightforward. I could be wrong, but I don't think he drains power like Vegito did against Zamasu. And I know for a fact that he doesn't go any longer than a half hour. So I think Gogeta lasts, as far as I know, Gogeta lasts a half hour, no more, no less. Whereas Vegito lasts an hour at his best, but the more he drains power, the more he uses up his power, the less that time limit becomes. Like, he was supposed to last an hour against Zamasu, and then he ended up splitting off, like, not even, like, I think it was like 20 minutes later. I'm just guessing. So the way I see it, there are two possibilities. And I know there's also the argument of Gogeta destroying the Potara earrings. I don't think he would do that anyway, at least not on purpose, because given both Goku and Vegeta's Saiyan pride, they would want to fight. Both fusions would want to fight each other at their absolute best. So either A, Vegito plays smart and doesn't burn through his power supply, and then he just outlasts Gogeta's time limit, and then there you go. Or Gogeta forces Vegito to go all out, burn through that power. And I feel like Gogeta would know about that. But at the same time, I also feel like Vegeta would understand, like, that is something I need to keep in mind, so I'm not going to do it. So I think what this is really going to come down to is the time limit. Considering Vegito's lasts twice as long, right now I'm I think I'm just going to side with Vegito. Yeah, I don't really know what more I could say, because aside from the time limit, both of them are pretty much identical. Like, it's Goku and Vegeta against Goku and Vegeta. I've seen so many people be like, oh, but Vegito was stated to be the smarter fighter. And I'm like, my guy, they're the exact same characters. But whatever. And I think danced around this too long. I'm going for Vegito. We'll see if the analysis changes my mind. Let's watch this episode. Oh, real quick. So this episode is interesting because it got uploaded both on the Rooster Teeth site and on the YouTube membership tab on their YouTube channel. I am watching the Rooster Teeth version. I don't know if there are any differences. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna go back to the the champion version. It's called the champion edition. So it's kind of making me think that there's some sort of difference between them, even if I don't know what it is. So for the sake of this video, I am watching the Rooster Teeth version. If the champion version is different, I will react to what it is that's different. And if not, then this entire thing is pointless. So this entire disclaimer was pointless. And there's going to be... I'm probably about to waste another 18.5 minutes of this video that's going to get cut out. So let's jump right in. Quality's down.
Last one! Man, these things are so easy to find nowadays.
Yes! Now, with this ultimate power, I can finally conquer
Have
the
Gogeta
world!
fight Vegito!
Oh, what?
Oh, come on! It's the ultimate Dragon Ball question! Which fusion of Goku and Vegeta is stronger? Gogeta, the combo greater than legends, or Vegito, the mix who surpassed gods?
Uh-oh.
Intriguing. They
Oh,
are
okay.
in many ways identical, yet still quite different. Though in canon, they only have a collective total of 3 brief appearances. To truly determine who would win, let's examine all of their material.
So that's Z, GT, Super, movies, games, guidebooks, toys, Twitter, even all the crazy Xenoverse and hero stuff.
Hold on to your Dragon Balls.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and...
I do like the intro.
Who would win a death battle?
Alright, let's get it.
Imagine, it's 1995 and you're at a movie theater in Japan.
Hi, Toby.
You're there to watch Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn, and it's gonna be the most radical movie ever, dude. I mean, yeah, it was a little weird when Adolf showed up, but then it happened. Goku and Vegeta were pushed to the brink with only one option left. They merged into a single being of amazing power, Gogeta! And that would be the greatest thing 8-year-old you ever saw. Yep, you peaked at 8.
Fun fact, while Vegeta
I did not...
months earlier, Gogeta was created first.
I did not get into Dragon Ball at 8. I'll say that much.
2 Saiyans, the proud son of royalty and the lower class champion.
Number of canon appearances, 1.
Potential of Goku and Vegeta. Easily a top 5 Dragon Ball moment. Hey, nothing beats the first time we saw Super Saiyan, but I think this comes close.
This method
Yeah.
of fusion was taught to Goku by the Metamorans, a mysterious alien people who we never actually see.
But I'd guess
Oops.
they like wearing crop tops with inflatable shoulder pads. Anyway, when Goku taught this fabled technique to Goten and Trunks, it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen.
Fusion dance. On top of an incredibly precise movement routine, this technique requires both parties to match power levels in order to fuse successfully. A literal personification of the phrase, only as strong as the weakest link.
It's pretty
Yeah.
easy to screw up, trust me. But if you nail it, you're the baddest mother effer on the planet.
Though not part of mainline canon, Goku and Vegeta first used this to battle Janemba, a demon basically composed of essence of evil. Probably smells like cats. Gogeta defeated him in less than 2 minutes. 20 years later, Gogeta would become canon to conquer one of the most dangerous entities in the multiverse, Broly.
Obviously, Gogeta's super powerful. But I
Yeah.
think his most underappreciated skill is how he comes up with awesome attack names. Like the Big Bang Kamehameha, Stardust Fall, Meteor Explosion, and the ultimate villain killer, Stardust Breaker!
A fancy-looking attack that completely obliterates all traces of evil within a target.
That's how it took out Janemba in one shot. The guy was literally made of evil. Or cats.
Weirdly enough, this is similar to Devilman's Devil Might Beam, which causes the evil within a person to explode and...
Oh, you mean Spike? That guy's hilarious. Which obscure character are you gonna reference next? Icarus? Sour Man? General Rildo? Oh man, that guy's just one letter up from General Dill.
Over the years,
Okay.
the empowered forms of Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan Blue, and even Super Saiyan 4 in his battle against Omega Shenron.
Super Saiyan 4 is a totally unique branch of transformation. Instead of using Divine Ki like Super Saiyan God, it taps further into Goku and Vegeta's Saiyan bloodline, giving them fuzzy red fur and teen goth eyeshadow.
Goku has also
Yeah.
increases the Saiyans in
I don't understand the eyeshadow.
You wouldn't know it with Gogeta. He basically becomes Dragon Ball's Bugs Bunny, reveling and messing around with his foe any way he can.
Until the fusion runs out. That's right, the fusion dance has a time limit of 30 minutes. This can be reduced even more if Gogeta uses up a lot of energy. Again,
Oh.
Omega Shenron and Vegeta,
Okay.
he split apart after about 10 minutes.
Just more evidence that the amount of power Gogeta possesses is enormous. Even repeatedly striking Broly so hard that the boundaries between dimensions shattered like glass wasn't enough to burn through his time. Hell, he was only in Super Saiyan 1 when he did that. After going blue, Broly didn't stand a chance.
No.
Earlier in the film, Whis' reaction even implies that Gogeta could possibly take on Beerus.
In Dragon Ball Heroes, Gogeta continues to prove he's one of the multiverse's S-tier fighters. He even defeated the Crimson Masked Super Saiyan Rose Full Power Goku Black and Ultimate God Slayer Hearts the God Hater. You know, those guys.
And two
Yeah.
Gogetas together could take on Fu.
Just Fu? After all that, he's just called Fu?
Dark King Fu, the artificial bio-android demon mutant. Namekian Earthling Majin and Eternal Dragon DNA.
Is this fan fiction?
Hearts the God
Yes.
Slayer claimed Fu
Yes, it is.
be akin to Zeno, that little blue baby who can erase a multiverse with a thought.
But these Gogetas achieved even stronger forms than before. One was in Super Saiyan Blue Evolved, the boosted form Vegeta achieved during the Tournament of Power. The other was Super Saiyan 4, but not just any Super Saiyan 4. He was Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker. I think my tongue is permanently twisted now.
These two
Yeah.
forms side by side implies that, at least in this iteration, both are similar if not equal in power.
Gogeta's so cool, and there are tons of people who think he'd win this matchup.
In Weekly Jump issue 28 from 1995, the fusion dance was stated to unify Goku and Vegeta's spirits and draw out their power to the max. As long as a fight with Vegito lasts less than 30 minutes, the magazine says Gogeta should win.
And then in the video game Raging Blast, there's a what-if scenario where Gogeta beats Vegito in a sparring session. But he was about to run out of energy, so maybe it could have gone either way.
Though with his power and skill, it's unlikely any opponent would push Gogeta to his limit. Two of the greatest warriors in history merged together as one. What more could you want as a fan? What more could you fear as a foe?
I do like them bringing up Vegito. They're that's sort of like a. Here's what people have said about the comparison.
With only one option left, fusion. They used one of their most incredible techniques to become a merged being of unimaginable power. Does this sound familiar?
But there was
Yes.
to teach Vegeta an awkward dance routine he'd ultimately despise. Instead, they used the Potara.
Only the gods themselves.
Which he also despised.
That's right. The Potara earrings come from the Kais, the gods that supervise the universes.
By placing one earring on each person's opposite ear, the Potara forcibly fuses the two beings together. No power level matching required.
Number of canon appearances, 2.
To become Vegito.
Okay, seriously, Vegito? Couldn't they have a better name?
It's not that bad. And remember, Fusion Reborn started production well before Toriyama penned Vegito's first appearance.
So, Toei called dibs on the better name, huh? But still,
Guess so.
it'd be like Vegito? Not like that's much better either. Why Vegito?
It makes more sense in Japanese. Vegito is formed from the first half of Vegeta and the latter half of Kakaroto. This is why Viz Media actually translated it to Vegerot.
Oh, that one sucks too.
Yeah.
Forward now, let's talk about how he blows shit up real good.
Vegito has new
Probably a good idea.
entirely his own, many of which are, fittingly, perfect combinations of Goku and Vegeta's signature moves, such as the final Kamehameha, formed like Vegeta's final flash, but fired like Goku's Kamehameha way. He's got a Spirit Sword, the Saiyan Shield, and the Banshee Blast, which, no, it's not the ghost attack you're thinking of.
With Goku
Oof.
and Vegeta's powers combined, Majin Buu was no match. Super Vegito was so friggin' powerful that even being turned into candy didn't slow him down.
It's true.
Made him delicious.
His level of power had transcended to such an impressive degree that he was capable of effectively ignoring having his matter entirely altered and his DNA eradicated. He continued on as the incredible fighting candy.
No brains, no organs of any kind, and he still kept slapping around that big pink ass.
And talking. Also, yes, phrasing.
How Vegeta overpowered Babidi's mind control, or how Goku broke through Hit's time skip with Kaioken. A greater power level can overrule basically anything a weaker one does. Though, to be fair, the Super Candy is a pretty extreme example.
But Vegito's a
Yeah.
extreme guy, even for the Dragon Ball multiverse. He later got that godly blue hairspray and beat the crap out of merged Zamasu, a double deity. Like a fusion dick measuring contest, but not at all close.
Though similar to his dancing counterpart, Vegito's time ran out after he overtaxed himself.
Which was kinda weird. Back in the day, they said these Potara fusions were permanent. Turns out it's only permanent for Supreme Kais. Vegito's form can last about 1 hour before splitting apart, but can be shortened severely if he goes full tilt. In the manga, Vegito formed after Zamasu fused, and split apart when they expected fused Zamasu to have 20 minutes left, meaning he cut his time down to 40 minutes at most, though in the anime it was way less since he tried to quickly overpower Zamasu with a single attack.
The Potara
Yeah.
have their own set of rules. Unlike the fusion dance, this form is maintained by the power of the earrings, not the fusers themselves. As such, destroying the earrings ends the fusion.
And if you
So they are bringing this up.
Super Saiyan form, you can't power down while fused. So if Goku and Vegeta aren't careful, they can find themselves draining power when they don't need to. But surprise, Vegito's got into his own Super Dragon Ball Hero shenanigans, and he's got the full power Red Fur 2. Look, Wiz, I think I'm having deja vu.
Aside from Fu, he's battled heavy-hitting threats to the multiverse like Cumber and Mechikabura.
And just like with Gogeta, there's plenty of people who think Vegeta would win this fight.
Daizenshus 4 and 7, basically two Dragon Ball encyclopedias, claim that the Potara fusion is superior to the fusion dance.
Old Kai said this too, that the
Mhm.
Potara provide a greater effect.
Though they both may be referring to what was believed at the time to be a permanent fusion. Not having to worry about overspending your time limit would certainly be a greater effect if it were true.
But hey, there's nothing
Right.
that can get in the way of Vegito's awesome power. Gods and demons alike are no match. When there's no one strong enough to save the day, then perhaps two will do.
Alright, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
Hear my wish, Eternal Dragon. It's time for a death battle!
Pause. Okay, yeah, I honestly think that just confirmed a lot of what I was saying. In fact, actually, okay. So there were two things that were brought up that kind of pushed me back a little bit on my initial guess. They kind of cancel each other out, though. So, okay, so for Gogeta, it was the overtaxing of power. It was the overuse of power that can split them apart. I didn't know that. Like I mentioned that for Vegito, but I didn't know that was the case for Gogeta. So, okay, fair enough. For Vegito, they did mention that the earrings can be destroyed and it can defuse them. Okay. Well, that takes me back. And Gogeta would probably know that. But again, it goes back to what I said earlier. I don't think Goku or Vegeta would allow that. Like, I don't think Gogeta is going to actively try to attack the earrings, because it just goes. It goes against their focus. Okay, it goes against their Saiyan pride. Their whole deal is fight them at their best. I think as Gogeta, they're gonna want to fight Vegito at his peak. Sorry. I feel like they're gonna have to like really try to explain this to me one way or the other because I'm kind of torn. With that said, I think I'm gonna go for Vegito, cause yeah, I don't know. Again, it's the time limit, and I don't think if those earrings are getting destroyed, it's gonna be by accident. But I mean, I guess I do think. I guess I could see like if the earrings are destroyed by accident, then Gogeta's going to take advantage of it. But I don't think he's going to actively try to attack the earrings. Well, regardless, if I think about this too much, I'm going to be here for way too long. So I'm gonna go for Vegito, and the other reason why is because I'm kind of I think your only mate's season finale curse is kind of passed on to me because aside from Superman, all my preferred characters for season finales have lost. So and considering I prefer Gogeta. That doesn't look very good for him. So I'm gonna go for Vegito, just off that alone, really. But I've wasted far too much time. Let's get into it.
What is this madness?
Whoa, Vegeta! Am I really that much taller than you?
Stop it, Kakarot!
Okay, those are the I think those are the abridged voice actors. Ooh, this music. I've seen like nothing about this fight. There's been no fight previews or the soundtrack hasn't come out. This is pretty cool. Whoa.
Not bad. Want to kick it up a notch? Sure. But how about some variety?
Hey, Super Saiyan 4. Been a while since we've seen you on Death Battle. Okay, this is actually kind of sick. Yep, reality shatters. Oh, go blue. Oh no, Kame House!
Gotcha.
Are they at the time chamber now?
Guess it's now or never.
Oh? All right. Go Vegito.
That was epic! Totally worth the wish. Though I guess we probably could have solved a lot of world problems with that.
I suppose world domination can wait another year. This fight was incredibly close. No, seriously, how could it not be? They're almost exactly
Yeah.
the same person.
With a few minor differences here and there, like signature attacks. Neither Vegito nor Gogeta had one single power that provided an absolute edge over the other.
Except perhaps Vegito's longer time limit, though it's not so clear-cut. Both
Right.
attacks their energy quick enough to end their fusions in less than 10 minutes. Time isn't the only factor, but also whatever is maintaining each fusion. Gogeta's body and Vegito's earrings. It's possible Vegito's power can actually drain the Potara faster than Gogeta's does his own body.
Still, it's twice the time, and that definitely gave Vegito more flexibility and strategy. So
Yeah.
more often than not, it's safe to say Gogeta would run out of juice first.
Also, when Vegeta or Gogeta diffuse from power overuse, it's typically difficult for them to immediately fuse again due to that lack of energy.
But
Mhm.
Vegito had another one over Gogeta. No matter what, he'd always have a very slight power advantage. Remember how the fusion dance requires the fusers to match their power levels? Well, the Potara don't need that.
Goku doesn't need
True.
Vegeta's slightly lower power levels, so there's nothing stopping Vegeta from combining the full sum of their parts.
Ah, poor Vegeta. You'll get your day in the sun one day, buddy. Oh, who am I kidding?
This might be what Old Kai was referring to when he said the Potara had a greater effect.
But hey, could Gogeta have destroyed the earrings? Nope, he would have had to be able to overpower Vegito first, like how Goku could only destroy Kefla's earrings after he reached Ultra Instinct.
Remember, when comparing
I guess that makes sense.
Dragon Ball, the greater one can overrule almost anything the weaker one does. The earrings likely tend to be protected by the user's ki aura, similar to their clothing.
The only time we've ever seen Potara damaged or specifically targeted are when the wearer is overwhelmed or in a vulnerable state. If any stray ki blast could destroy them, we'd have a lot more broken earrings by now.
True.
There's some debate over their personalities. In their first appearances, Vegito seemed rather cocky and playful against Boo, whereas Gogeta was far more deliberate against Janemba, and thus far more successful. However, these are not core personality traits, and assuming so would be inconsistent with Vegito's serious fight with Zamasu and Gogeta's more brash fights with Broly and Omega Shenron. Context
Also
is
true.
key. As far as personality and mental ability goes, Gogeta and Vegito are practically identical. In the end,
Well, yeah,
Vegito's
they're the same
higher power,
character.
no matter how slight it was, made a big difference in protecting and maintaining his longer, more flexible time limit.
Gogeta was gonna need meta more than that to beat Vegito. Sorry, Wiz, I know that pun was Potara-able.
Wait, shut up. Earth's Dragon Balls give 2 wishes, right?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Shenron, I wish for you to fuse me and win.
Oh, here we go.
The winner is Vegito.
We didn't even see it. All right.
Thanks for watching, and doubly thanks to our channel members for supporting us this year.
Oh, it's Michael Kovac as Goku.
We've got a bunch of new stuff in the works for you. If you aren't a champion, click that join button and give it a shot. Also, Season 10 of Death Battle is coming soon.
Dragon
including
Dance.
2 matchups chosen by our champions. Let's see what you picked.
All right. Well, there's that. Well, okay. Well, I'm excited for Alex versus Cole. But I was kind of hoping Bill versus Discord wouldn't win, but deep down, I guess I knew. All right. Well, whatever. Well, either way, before we get too far into it, I'm going to see if the Champion Edition is any different. Doesn't look like it. Although, real fast, I'm gonna mute this. I want to see who did the music for this one. It was Brandon. Okay. Featuring Victor Borba. Cool. I don't really know who that is, but good for you, pal. Well, all right. As for well, okay. So I guess I should get my quick thoughts on Bill versus Discord and Alex versus Cole right out the gate. Well, Alex versus Cole, I'm very excited for. I'm not particularly fond of either franchise, but I do have a prototype. I do have the prototype bundle sitting downstairs, so I guess now's a better time to actually play it. Or I guess when the episode actually comes out. Interesting that there's no teases. There's no season 10 teasers. Maybe there will be on cast today. I don't know. Anywho. And then Bill versus Discord. Well, I want to be excited. The thing is that I'm not a fan of Gravity Falls. I'm definitely not a fan of My Little Pony. I'm not particularly fond of either character. And we're also 3 My Little Pony episodes in, and none of them are good. I don't like any of them. So, guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it again. Hopefully I won't have nearly as rough of a time with that one as I did Raven versus Twilight, at least as far as the waiting was concerned. As for who I think wins both matchups, Bill versus Discord, I don't care. And it's such a big can of worms that I'm like, I think I'm just gonna stay out of it. I'm just gonna watch the episode when it comes out, and we'll see what happens. Alex versus Cole. Well, let me just get this out of the way right now. Cole wins. He very much wins. Oh my gosh. I don't think Alex is standing much of a chance in that one. Yeah, alright. I mean, I'm happy for fans of all franchises involved. Not just for those 4, not just for Gravity Falls, My Little Pony, Infamous, and Prototype, but also for Dragon Ball, because I'm just going to be upfront, this episode's really good. I really liked this episode. The analysis was super fun. I like how they compared statements from the from writers and creators about what they think, who they think would win between Gogeta and Vegito. And just in general, I like the general comparison even before we get into the fight. And then the fight itself was really fun. I'm definitely going to have to go back to that because I had to have the volume turned down so it can, so I can balance the video with my microphone for OBS. I guess I could record the episodes themselves. Oh well. Real quick. So I know I think I saw that Michael Kovac was Goku, which is interesting. I'll have to go back and see.
Thanks to our channel members for supporting us this year.
It was Lanny as Vegeta. All right. I just had to make sure. I'm pretty sure it was. I was pretty sure it was, but I had to make absolutely sure. But yeah, I like this episode. It was a very fun fight. It looked really good. The choreography was nice and smooth. I liked seeing. I kind of wish we saw the big Super Saiyan 4. I forget its name because it's too freaking long. I kind of wish we saw that at the tail end. But I am also kind of glad that we got, you know, Blue versus Blue. And the fact that we got Super Saiyan 4 at all was really fun, because it's been a hot minute since that form has been used in Death Battle, so I'm chilling. Music was really good. I didn't get to hear a lot of it, but from what I did hear, I was really enjoying it. Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say about this one. It was a fun fight. A very fun fight. Very fitting season finale. Is it going to be one of my favorite episodes of the season? Probably not, but I can't say I'm disappointed with it. So, yeah, that's Death Battle Season 9. What a ride it's been. I mean, in my opinion at least, Season 9 has... I don't think Season 9 has an episode that I don't like. Like, even some of, like, the lower episodes, I can still go back to them and be like, yeah, I had fun watching this episode. But, I need a new camera so bad. I digress. When the season got really good, it got really good. So, yeah, fun fight, fun season. I await season 10. Especially since we don't. I mean, we know about Bill versus Discord and Alex versus Cole, but we don't know anything else. So I'm like, oh boy. Wonder if it'll stay that way. I had mentioned earlier that they could show a teaser on cast, but I'm curious if they'll actually go through with that. Well, anyways, I've rambled on long enough. I have things to do and places to go, so I'm gonna wrap up. So with that said, that's all I really have to say. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.